Hey, what's going on, YouTube? This is your certified life and relationship coach, Coach Court, and in today's video, I'm going to talk to you about going in no contact with an anxious attacher. Thank you for sticking around. If this is your first time viewing me, do me a favor and subscribe to the channel by clicking that subscribe button and ringing that little bell so you're notified for the newest content. So I made a video a couple days ago that turned out to be really popular, and it was about going in no contact with the dismissive avoidant. So I'm gonna follow that video up with an anxious preoccupied going in no contact with them, and what that feels like, what you'll see, and how you'll feel if you are a anxious attacher. Before I get into that though, if you want my help personally, reach out to me on my website, www.fruitfulseeds, with a Z at the end.com. Please keep all emails no longer than 2 to 3 paragraphs long, no longer than 500 words. It gets really lengthy and tough for me to respond to emails. As I mentioned in the last video, going in no contact, it's not universal. It's not one size fits all. Attachment styles plays a huge part in how a person will respond if you go in no contact with them. And if you are an anxious preoccupied type, you are the type that will really start to freak out, get clingy, get needy, and start doing these weird stalkerish type behaviors. They call them the behaviors, protest behaviors. Within the first 2 months after the breakup, you're going to struggle a lot. If this is you, you're going to constantly be trying to reestablish contact with that person. You'll be doing stuff that you didn't even know you had in you, like driving by their house, calling all types of times of the night, sending them repeated text messages. This is when your unhealthy attachment style activates though. And you can deactivate that by doing certain things that I'm going to tell you later on in the video. For the first 2 months though, be prepared not to get any sleep, to lose weight, to lose your appetite. You're going to want to talk to that person so desperately, you'll literally not be able to sleep or think about anything else. Like you'll probably end up compromising your job because you'll be so fixated on that person. The reason that a person turns so anxious when you are in no contact as an anxious preoccupied type is because it feels like the childhood. It feels like you trying to establish that contact with your parent who just wasn't available for you. And the dismissive avoidant or the other avoidance styles, their attachment style clashes with yours, and you'll feel like you're losing your mind because you're just so desperately trying to get in contact with them. So for the first 2 months, you'll be panicking. You'll be trying to reach out to their parents, to their friends. You'll be trying to desperately reach them on social media. You'll be driving past their house when you know it's wrong to do. Buying them gifts out of nowhere, planning trips when the person doesn't even want anything to do with you. You'll start to pop up at their jobs maybe and say, hey, I was just in the neighborhood. I want to see how you were doing. I want to make sure you didn't get affected by COVID because you've blocked me on all the medias and I need to know how you're doing. And you'll make up these stories and say, look, this is just me being a good person and trying to reach out to them. But what's really going on is it's actually your insecurities and your subconscious being broken and causing you to do these things that you normally wouldn't do. When they decide that this relationship isn't worth trying to pursue anymore, they'll go in really deep personal development. They'll start seeking out YouTube videos, listening to podcasts, reading books, doing everything they can to try to understand what went wrong in a relationship and heal their style. No contact for an anxious preoccupied though is actually really helping them out because they're able to bring themselves back to center eventually. It's not going to happen right away. They'll be able to bring themselves back to center. And once they continue to chase that person, which they usually end up chasing them right out of their lives and having them think that this person is a stalker and somebody that I can't trust, you'll start to heal and you'll start to become a better person. You'll start to seek better options for partners. But this is only if you go into the deep personal development and you understand what your attachment style is, and you understand how you operate and how you're wired. Many anxious preoccupied types turn into fearful avoidance because they don't want to make themselves as vulnerable as they did when they were activated in their unhealthy style. That's one of the risks that you run being an anxious preoccupied, is it can unfortunately turn into the fearful avoidance style. And if you go back to my other videos, I talk about why I feel the fearful avoidance style is the worst attachment style, because it has all of the negative qualities of the avoidant and the anxious style. In conclusion, though, as an anxious preoccupied, you need to realize that this person that you're chasing after may not be healthy for you. You need to open your eyes and realize all the negative things that went on in the relationship. We tend to only see the positive things and see their relationship in a better light than what it actually was. And this is only our anxious type coming out. We have a tough time seeing negatives. Like I said in the last video, we don't really care too much about the $500 that's waiting down the street. We care about the $5 that we lost. We tend to imagine that relationship better than what it was. And that's just your anxious style. That's just you being a hopeless romantic and a love addict, because that's what we're called. We're called love addicts. If you are an avoidant type and you realize that what you had was good and you want your anxious preoccupied back, what you need to do is you can reach out to them within the first 2 weeks. You don't even have to wait a long time. They're waiting for you to contact them. They're waiting for you to reestablish contact. It's really hurting them and eating them up inside for them not to hear from you. So it's actually working in your favor, them being an anxious style. Maybe when you get back with them, though, you can explore the attachment styles, send them to my videos, and help you guys have a healthier relationship than you had before. So if you found this video of any value, please like, comment, and share. Check me out on my other social media sites. Instagram is I Am Coach Court, Twitter is Coach Court 2, and Facebook is I Am Coach Court. Thank you guys, and I will talk to you soon.